Hi, I'm Phil S. Pumpkins. You got something you want to ask? Welcome to Pretty Good Cooking. Tonight on the show, I'm enjoying an autumnal beverage. This drink is sugary, but it tastes okay to me. Do you like pumpkins? Are you a fan of the autumnal season? Then boy, do we have a show for you. We got apples. We got pumpkins. I'm not gonna take a bite of one of those. And we got my dumb little dogs. Hey bud, you want some apple? You guys got any questions? If you don't understand any of those references, please Google David S. Pumpkins. I'm going to teach you how to make a vegan pumpkin soup, which you would think would automatically, being based around a vegetable, be a likely candidate for a vegan dish. However, I must explain that there's kind of a generic way of making mini soups, such as squash soups. And is a pumpkin a squash? That's a question I'm not prepared to answer. However, that formulaically, there's this recipe that's like you got your squash, and then you put in a load of cream and some like chicken stock, and you'll notice in that recipe 2 out of the 3 ingredients are not vegan. So that's my disclosure. But we're not making that. Here I have a pie pumpkin, also known as a sugar pumpkin, because it's sweet. It's small, but if you compare it to one of my dogs, it's sizable. Take your pumpkin and chop off the top. You don't need this part. Son of a bitch. Or if you're a cool guy and saw one at the store that didn't even have a stem, you can skip that step. The next step is to chop your pumpkin in half, lengthwise. I'm gonna use a different knife. I feel like a smaller knife will be more maneuverable for our purposes. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I would try to maintain a parallel cut to the top and bottom, because this will be resting cut side down as we cook it. Wiggly ass pumpkin. Alright, here we have the inside of the pumpkin. You can see the seeds and what are colloquially termed the guts. That actually has a name, and I think it's worth Googling because I think it's a funny name. One moment, please. The scientific name for the guts of a pumpkin is the endocarp. Use a knife or a spoon to remove this. If you feel the need to swear because it's not working like you want it to work, then go right ahead. Son of a bitch. A spoon might come in handy. Highly experimental cooking here. This pumpkin's slimy and unwieldy. Now that I think about it, it would be a really funny thing to say to someone. It would be like, "You sir are slimy and unwieldy." Yeah, I think the spoon method that's the way to go. Preheat your new oven to 350. Holy shit, it went to it by default. That's amazing. That's how you know this house was made for me in the 40s before I was conceived. You need to oil your pumpkins. You can brush them with oil if you're a proper vegan. If you're a lazy vegan, you can use probably not Pam. I don't know if it's vegan. It doesn't explicitly say it is. Does it explicitly say it's not? Anyways, put your pumpkins on your tray, also known as a baking sheet. Give them a spray. Resist the urge to call it a cursory spray because you've been saying that too much lately. And just spray the other side too. Why the not? Put it in the oven. That is not preheated, but who gives a They're gonna be in there for like 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, maybe less. Could be less. Might not be a big pumpkin. You got something you want to ask? The onion is preheated, and I've set a kitchen timer. Any questions? I'm gonna check on it in half an hour. I'm mincing a shallot. 1 shallot. That's why I said I'm mincing a shallot. It's time to pull the pumpkin. Shut. It only took half an hour for the pumpkin to get done. You can tell they're done because they look done. If you take a knife and insert it into the pumpkin and it's just like, they're done. So you can turn the oven off. It's time to peel the pumpkin. Use your knife to cut the skin and then peel it. Maybe it's not that hard. That wasn't that hard. It's a little hot. You could use tongs or safety hands. I don't know what safety hands are. I made them up. I wish I had safety hands. That's 1/2. Now do the other. In this pot here, I'm gonna add a little olive oil. Alright. To this, I'm gonna add a chopped shallot and some minced garlic. Gotta saute that for a little bit. Not too long. Okay, take your pumpkin and just throw it in the pot.
Ow!
Whoa, that's how you do it. This recipe's over. I'm just kidding. Next, add... Oh, my dogs. Piggy Vinny. Next, add 2 cups of veggie stock. Add pumpkin. And now we're gonna add some coconut milk. About a cup. I think that's 2/3 of the can. Wow, it looks so good. Just kidding, it does not. Now we're gonna add some maple syrup. This one's from Trader Joe's. Give that butt cake a drizzle. Maybe a little more.
Alright.
You can salt it. And you can mash up the pumpkin a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you kind of want to submerge it. And we're gonna bring this to a simmer, and then we're gonna blend it. Okay, be right back. This is gonna be logistically difficult. You gotta get this into there without f***ing anything up too badly. But I don't feel great about it. Maybe I'll just pour the liquid in first and then slop in the pumpkin and hopefully not too much of a mess. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. So you can see that this is like max capacity for my blender. That's always a good sign. You could put a towel over the top if you're worried about something happening. Or you can just go with it. You want to blend until it's smooth. Let that vent. Maybe rinse out your pot. If you got schmutz in your pot, it's going to end up in the soup. So you just blend it. Okay, and we pour our soup back in. Wow, that's so viscous. You get the burner back on. That's probably plenty. How much pumpkin soup do you need, honestly? So, like, that's texture-wise, that's probably perfect. It's a nice viscous soup. You can dip bread in it. Kind of looks like molten cheese. So we will simmer this a bit. And my dog will sing us a song, and then we'll be done. See you in a bit. Okay. I'm gonna give you that next level presentation for this dish. Say you had a second pumpkin and you weren't fixing on eating it. Use it as a bowl. Wow. Don't worry about that gut stuff. You weren't gonna eat it anyways. So here's the problem with this one. Is it's so big. You're gonna have to eat a lot of soup. I'll probably just pour some of this back in. I'm not that hungry. Okay, that's plenty of soup. And another presentation niceness is we're gonna give it a coconut cream drizzle. Nice, very nice me. And finally we will add some pepitas, which are roasted pumpkin seeds. You could just roast the pumpkin seeds that you pulled out of here, but I ain't got time for that. And there you go, baby! Pumpkin soup. Vegan, so vegan, even the bowl is vegan. Looks like baby food. All right, happy days, time to eat some baby food. It's actually, Vinny, hey Vinny. It's actually really good. The sweetness of the maple really balances well with the garlic and shallot. Tastes nutritious, and I feel festive eating out of this pumpkin. I'm Phil S. Pumpkins. You got something you want to ask? We forgot to invite Molly over. Hi, Bob. Okay, well, bye.